Good morning, class 4. So today we're going to start with a new chapter which is called green plants. So in this chapter we're going to learn about what is leaf, different parts of leaf, okay, and how do they make food, and interdependence of plants and animals. So let's begin. Join the dots and get leaves of 4 trees. So you have to join these dots, okay, and get you will get the leaves of 5 different trees. They have mentioned only 4, but there are 5 different leaves here, okay. So you will get leaves of 5 different trees. So the first one here is, do all the leaves have the same size? If you look at the picture, you will easily see that it's not that all leaves have a same size, so we have to write no. Then, do all leaves have pointed tips? So uh, among all these, just one, so we have to write not all have pointed tips. Yes, no. Okay. Then, do all leaves have smooth edge? So does have smooth edge? No, it doesn't have any smooth edge. Not all leaves have smooth edge, so you have to write no here. Okay. If you look around, you will find the different plants having different types of leaves. Let us learn more about the leaf of a plant. So let's get to the topic. So the topic we have is leaf. So most of the plant on earth are green plants, as we all know. They appear green due to the presence of a green substance called chlorophyll. So present in the chlorophyll present in their leaves. There are different types of leaves. Plant can be identified by looking at the leaves, and leaves have leaf of 5 trees are shown alongside. So if you have noticed, okay, the most of the plant on earth is a green, okay, and why it is green? Due to the presence of chlorophyll, which helps them. So it is chlorophyll in the green leaves, and it's used for preparing food with the help of sunlight and carbon dioxide. So it is nothing but the presence of chlorophyll which helps in making their food with the help of sunlight and carbon dioxide. So there are pictures of 5 different trees, okay, tree leaves. One is neem, peepal, ashok, gulmohar, and eucalyptus. Okay. Then we have part of leaves. So then we have part of leaves. A leaf has a flat part called a leaf blade. As there is a diagram below this paragraph, okay, and you can look at that one also. So some leaves have very broad leaf blade, whereas some have narrow ones. So leaves like eucalyptus, they have very narrow leaf blade, but for people they have very broad leaf blade. And each leaf usually has one main vein and many side veins. You might have seen this one also, okay, the main vein, okay, and the side veins. Although they have not mentioned the functions of that veins, okay, here in your textbook, but you will learn about these veins in your higher classes. So veins help in transportation of substances such as water, minerals, and prepared food. So the main function of veins is to transport water, minerals, and it is also help in making food. And the underside of the leaf contains millions of tiny openings. These tiny openings are also called stomata. So inside, if we use microscope, okay, then we can able to see those tiny holes present in the leaf, okay, which is also called stomata. So they help in uh, uh, let letting air. They helps in we call it breathing also, okay. So the stomata let air flow in and out of the leaves. So they actually work as a uh, respiratory system. So after this we have functions of leaf. A leaf performs the following functions. There are mainly two functions performed by leaf, okay. The first one is the leaf of a plant makes food, therefore it is called the food factory of a plant. It makes food, therefore it is called food factory of plant. Then the second one, it helps a plant to let air in and out through stomata. So it also passes air in and out through tiny holes called stomata. Then we have, so the next topic we have is how do leaves make their food. So how does they make their own food is green plant make their own food with the help of chlorophyll present in their leaves. They use light, water and carbon dioxide present in the air as a raw material to make their own food. These raw materials are obtained through the process given below. So we have to we should be we should have a clear concept of what what has been taken in by by that plant and what has been given out by that plant. The I mean, what are the raw materials that takes in to prepare that food, and what uh, what has been released after making that food. So the first one here is water is absorbed by the roots and carried through the stem to the leaves. First thing is they absorb water from the root and carried through stem and through to the leaves at last. So they first absorb water, and then when the light fall on the leaves, it absorbed by chlorophyll. So the green portion of that plant absorb the sunlight, which is which is reflected on that plant, and then carbon dioxide is taken in through stomata, the tiny holes, okay. And then after the food is prepared, oxygen is given out through stomata. So first they take in water from the root and pass it on to the stem and to other leaves. After that they absorb sunlight with the help of chlorophyll, okay. Then they the carbon dioxide is being absorbed through stomata, and then they release oxygen through stomata, okay. So this is the process how they make their food. Moving on, so the next topic we have is stomata perform the following important function for the plant. So there is a separate function where stomata performs in the plant. So they take in and give out air. So they take in carbon dioxide in and give out oxygen as a air, and then they remove water vapor and oxygen after photosynthesis from the plant. So they also remove water vapor and oxygen after their preparation of food function has been performed. Okay, so the definition for the photosynthesis is the process by which leaves use sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into food is called photosynthesis. Moving on, uses and storage of food by plant. So how food has been used by plant and how they are stored in themselves. So the food prepared by the process of photosynthesis is called glucose. Okay, the outcome from this all that process of making the food is called a glucose, but the process is called photosynthesis. The food which has been prepared out of that photosynthesis is called glucose. Then the stem and the branches of plant take the prepared food from the leaves to the other parts of the plant. So they carries the finished food which has been prepared to the branches and other parts of the plant. The plant uses some of its food for its daily activity and stores the extra food as starch in the different parts. So they utilize those food, okay, for their daily activities and stores the extra food which has been left in the starch. Starch is the area where the plant store its food. So starch in its different parts. Moving on. So the next question we have is from Let's Remember. Label the leaf and then answer the following. There is a picture on the right hand side. You have to just name it. The first one we have a main vein, then side vein, then leaf blade. Okay, you have to write those names in the blank spaces there. After this we have to answer the questions. Okay, so name the part of the leaf that helps to transport substances to and from the leaves. So that will be your veins. Okay, question number 2, name the tiny openings that let the air in and out of the leaf. That will be your stomata. Then question number 3, where do we find these openings, on the upper side or underside? We find this opening underside. Okay, and the question number 4, why are leaves green? So you have to write because of chlorophyll. Then we have question number 5, and the next question states that what do green leaves need to prepare food for the plant? What do green leaves need to prepare food for the plant? They need sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. Moving on. So next topic we have is interdependence of plant and animal. That means how plants and animals are interdependent on each other. So we have points like green plants are the main producer of food. Animals depend on these plants for their food. The chain exists in nature for obtaining the food. So if you look at the picture below that, or you can see it right hand side, there is a picture where each of these animals has been dependent on each other. If the flower is been or the plant is been eaten by that insect, the insect will be eaten by frog, and the frog gets eaten by snake, and the snake is being attacked by owl. So it shows that these foods are interrelated or interdependent on each other. Thus a chain that shows a series of organisms where each of member depends on the lower member in the series of food is called a food chain. That means each member depends on the lower member of the series for their food. Then we have a next point. This interdependence of plants and animals in the food chain helps to maintain balance between the number of plants and animals. Thus, there is a certain increase or decrease in the number of either plants or animal. The balance in the nature will be disrupted. So, disturbed. That means if if uh, if there are more numbers of plants, okay, or more numbers of animals, so there won't be balance in nature because many trees won't help those animals, okay, and many animals won't help any trees. So that means they are interdependent on each other. So they should maintain some balance so that there are equal number of plants and with equal number of animals, okay. Then we have third point. Besides, plants also give out oxygen which is needed by the animal to breathe. Animal in return give out carbon dioxide which is needed by plants for photosynthesis. So it is same it is same situation as a give and take, okay. When the plant gives out oxygen, it is needed by the animal for for them to breathe, okay, and in return animals gives out carbon dioxide which is being needed by plant for their process of making food, which is called photosynthesis. So with this we have finished our chapter. We're gonna start with our exercises in the next class. Thank you.